Не можете
Так,
розпочинати.
добре, зараз одна хвилинка. Так. Доброго ранку, шановні колеги. Сьогодні 11 березня 2024 року, 11:00. Дозвольте мені, як голові, розпочати засідання. Відповідно до наказу ректора номер 734К від 28.12.2023 року в Сумському національному аграрному університеті утворено спеціалізовану вчену раду для прийняття до розгляду та проведення разового захисту дисертації Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНЬ на тему Management of Innovation Process in Higher Education Institution українською мовою управління інноваційними процесами у закладах вищої освіти. На здобуття ступеню доктора філософії в галузі знань 07 управління та адміністрування за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент. Склад спеціалізованої вченої ради. Голова ради Стенець Наталя Валерівна, доктор економічних наук, професор кафедру менеджменту імені професора Михайлової Сумської національний аграрний університет. Рецензенти Блюмська Данько Ксенія Валерівна, кандидат економічних наук, доцент кафедри маркетингу та логістики, Сумський національний аграрний університет. Щербак Валерія Геннадівна, доктор економічних наук, професор кафедри економіки і підприємництва імені професора Брюховецького, Сумський національний аграрний університет. Офіційні опоненти Григораш Ольга Вікторівна, кандидат економічних наук, доцент кафедри фінансів, банківської справи та страхування, Університет митної справи та фінансів міста Дніпро, Диха Марія Васильівна, доктор економічних наук, професор кафедри економіки, аналітики, моделювання та інформаційних технологій в бізнесі, Хмельницький національний університет. Посади члени спеціалізованої вченої ради вказані на дату захисту дисертаційної роботи. Прошу зареєструватися, шановні рецензенти та опоненти. Так, зареєструвались, бачу. Отже, на підставі реєстраційної картки присутні 5 членів спеціалізованої вченої ради із 5 затверджених наказом ректора номер 734К від 28.12.2023 року. Кворум необхідний для засідання є, і ми маємо всі офіційні підстави для того, щоб розпочати засідання. Засідання спеціалізованої вченої ради оголошую відкритим. Сьогодні на порядку денному захист дисертації на здобуття ступеня доктора філософії, здобувача кафедри фінансів, банківської справи та страхування Сумського національного аграрного університету Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНЬ на тему управління інноваційними процесами в закладах вищої освіти англійською мовою Management of Innovation Process in Higher Education Institution. Роботу виконано в Сумському національному аграрному університеті, науковий керівник, кандидат економічних наук, професор, завідувач кафедри фінансів, банківської справи та страхування Гієнко Михайло Миколайович. До спеціалізованої вченої ради надійшли такі документи. Заява щодо проведення атестації здобувача, копія першої сторінки паспорта громадянина Китайської Народної Республіки, копія диплома магістра, витяг з наказу про зарахування до аспіратури, засвідченої в встановленому порядку, академічна довідка про виконання відповідної освітньо-наукової програми, висновок наукового керівника професора Михайла Гієнка, висновок про наукову новизну, теоретичне та практичне значення результатів дисертації, дисертація в друкованому та електронних виглядах, відбитки копій наукових публікацій, зарахованих за темою дисертації, засвідчення в встановленому порядку. Усі документи відповідають встановленим вимогам. Дисертація до захисту подається вперше. Хто за запропонований порядок денний, прошу голосувати. Хто за? Так, проти, утримався, немає, пропозиція приймається. Дозвольте зачитати бібліографічні дані аспіранта. Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНЬ, 1985 року народження, громадянин Китайської Народної Республіки, освіта вища, закінчив у 2013 році Шеньянський педагогічний університет за спеціальністю філософія науки і технології Китайської Народної Республіки. Аспірантуру закінчив у 2022 році Сумського національного аграрного університету Міністерства освіти і науки України. Дисертацію виконано в Сумському національному аграрному університеті. Дисертація, тема її затверджена на засіданні вченої ради Сумського національного аграрного університету, протокол номер 3 від 26 вересня 2022 року. Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНь завершив виконання освітньо-наукової програми 2022 року. 5 вересня 2023 року відбулася публічна презентація дисертаційного дослідження на кафедрі фінансів, банківської справи та страхування за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент, де дисертацію було рекомендовано до розгляду та захисту у разовій спеціалізованій вченій раді. Основні наукові положення та результати досліджень за темою дисертації опубліковані у 12 наукових працях, з них 2 статті у фахових наукових виданнях, а 2 статті опубліковані у науково-періодичних виданнях, які включені до наукометричної бази даних Scopus, 8 – це інші публікації. Наукові публікації відповідають вимогам пункту 8.9 порядку присудження ступеня доктора філософії та скасування рішення разової спеціалізованої вченої ради закладу вищої освіти наукової установи про присудження ступеня доктора філософії, постанова Кабінету міністрів України від 12 січня 2022 року номер 44. Дисертація відповідає вимогам наказу МОН України номер 40 від 12.01.2017 року про затвердження вимог до оформлення дисертації та порядку присудження ступеня доктора філософії та скасування рішення разової спеціалізованої вченої ради закладу вищої освіти наукової установи про присудження ступеня доктора філософії. Це постанова Кабінету міністрів України від 12 січня 2022 року номер 44. Чи є запитання у членів спеціалізованої вченої ради? Так, немає. І здобувачем погоджено, що захист дисертації буде проводитися англійською мовою. Good day. We are start your public presentation, official defense. You have 20 minutes to presentation and now share your screen. We're waiting for your report. You are welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay. Dear Head of the Council, dear Professor, thank you very much for the participating in my PhD thesis defense meeting. The total of my graduation thesis is the management of interactive process in higher education situations. The research object of this paper is the management of innovation process in college and universities. The research object of this paper is economic relation and organization legal relations arising in the process of management innovation and development of college and universities. The research task of this paper includes the following 8 points. In the right half of this page is the table of the contents of this paper, while many includes the three parts. Chapter 1, theoretical and methodological basis innovation process management in higher education situations. The Chapter 2, analysis of the current situation of university innovation process management. Chapter 3, future trends in the innovation process in higher education situations. The scientific novelty of the result obtained in this paper is mainly reflected in the following aspects. First, obtained innovative application of marketing theory based on the 4I principle of intuitive marketing to study of the university library knowledge survey. Improved and artificial intelligence-based innovation management system of higher education in situations by charging the base theory of artificial intelligence. Also improved the credit risk management system of provided situations of higher education by regionalizing and the targeted nature of the use of credit funds and the cross community of educational service. Future developed theoretical principles of creating our effective management system of innovation process in situation of higher education. Also, future development substantiation of open roles to the state support for the management of innovation active process in situation of higher education is based on the strategy of creating world-class university in China. Under the background of current research reform higher education system is many carried out along two lines. The first is a micro-level reform, minor adjustment of the higher education system and education structure. The second is a macro-level reform, meaning the reform of the university management system. Exciting research has played a positive role in promoting the reform of university management system, but these studies are still relatively lacking, and it is different to adapt to the requirement of university management system reform under the new situation. The following is an explanation of theoretical basis and methods. The main theoretical basis of university innovation management includes principles agent theory, hierarchy theory, human capital theory, and causal competition theory. The following is a detailed study using above theory. By comparing the ideal hierarchical management system with the current university administrative management system, it is found that there are gaps in the role of administrative personnel, work starting point, organization structure, setting, division of labor model, communication mechanism, evaluation and assessment, understanding of work objects, and evaluation standards. The first part is about the analysis of the current situation of university innovation process management. The research focuses on the characteristics of the state financial support for university development and innovation management regional level. The figure at the top left is the average GFHE size of each province in China from 2008 to 2020, and the unit is 100 million yuan. The graph at the bottom left is the trend of the efficiency of government funding for higher education in China. The table at the top right and average performance of the provincial higher education financial input from the 2008 to 2020. The table in the lower right corner, the analysis of influencing factors of GFHE performance in China and the Eastern, Central, and Western regions. The second part is the successful model of college development. The table on the left is the result of averaging the matrix of total value input and output of the faculties of a university according to this formula. The figure on the right is a graphical display of study result. The G is the character, resistance, and discipline of a financial group. Part 3, the knowledge service marketing and promoting based on the micro-major model of as part here education innovation process. Taking university library as an example, this paper studies and analyzes knowledge survey marketing. In this slide, the upper left picture is the wheel of influence of 4I principle on the on knowledge survey marketing of university libraries from the perspective of the micromedia. In the major C is the knowledge. The picture on the right is the pyramid model of knowledge service marketing and promotion in university libraries from the perspective of micromedia. In the course of study, the 7 hypotheses were put forward and verified by research analysis. The verification results are as follows. Hypotheses H1, H3, H4, H5, and H7 are the consistent with the hypothesis and verified. Considering H2, the number of people following library micromedia has not increased while the schools increased visibility. Consider H6. The knowledge survey marketing conclusions and concept of the university library cannot be obtained through the network research. The third part of the thesis focuses on the future trends in the innovation process in higher education institutions. The first part, based on the artificial intelligence interactive strategies for the higher education management and development. During the research process, a list of 35 universities in China and opened the artificial intelligence module in 2019 was completed. The table shows the classification of the curriculum system artificial intelligence module in Chinese university. The courses theme mainly includes general education basis course, major subject basis course, main course, main practical party, lecture series course 5 parts. This table shows the enrollment of artificial intelligence major in some universities in China from 2019 to 2020, and the enrollment is basically stable. This list includes companies that primarily partner with the University of Building AI School. These are the well-known technology companies in China, and the two have played a good role in promoting each other's development. The second part, university credit project risk management. In the process of the rapid development of college and university, a loan project risk has a very important impact on the stability of daily management of college and university. So it is very necessary to study it deeply. The research process tasks Chinese SQ University as a research object. This table shows SQ University revenue and expansion rate. This table with this paper is the risk management system of SQ University loan project and the data of HX Bank and Z branch. The table includes the computation of each evaluation indicator and 5-level indicator include management environment U1, risk assessment U2, management activities U3, information and communication U4. and internal oversight EU5. Various tables reflect HX bank G branch's risk probability, acquisition, and lose expiration for SQ University loan project. In this study, the environment passed a university financial risk assessment and realized that through the following system: probability and loss of risk management environment. Probability and loss of risk assessment combine loss expiration and probability, and loss expiration and probability combination in evaluations of the project management risk. The special research results are the principal in data in the paper. The third part, university human resource management environment based on the Durfee method of scientific research activity evaluation in desk system construction. If universities want long-term and stable development, they need not only buildings but also masters. The construction of college and university cannot be spared from scientific human resource management. The evaluation in desk system of scientific research activity based on Durfee method is study. The table is the concept of Durfee experience. This table is a performance evaluation desk system of college teacher. This table is a paper shows the evaluation scores and results. After in-depth research and analysis in this paper, draw nice conclusions. The dissertation substantiates the theoretical and methodological principles and development practical proposals for the management of innovation process of the higher education institution, and comprehensively explains and emphasizes the necessary of innovation nature of the management system of higher education institutions. During my study and the research publication, the main result of scientific research public of Ukraine. 12 scientific articles, 2 articles in special published of Ukraine, 2 articles in journal includes in the scientific metric data scopes, 1 article published in a foreign journal, Europe member country, the rest of the articles in the other journal printing. Thank you for your attention. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. The report is complete. Please close your presentation. Hanha, please ask questions. Who want to be first? Ksenia Rumska-Danko, would you like to be first? Your question, please.
Hello, everybody again. Thank you, Fu YANьЦЗЮНЬ, for your presentation, for your job in general. I have some question because I need to analyze the answer and to understand how was going your work, and I have 2 questions. So my first question is, you demonstrate the marketing and promotion of knowledge services based on the micromedia models as the part of the innovation process and of higher education and institutes. So the main question is, what is your understanding of the micromedia model?
Okay. The first question answer. Thank you, Professor. My first question answer is micromedia has been for used in the commercial competition and played an important role in the commercial publicity. With the charge of the economic environment and the general trend of the declining birth population year by year, higher education in various countries efficient many challenges. Micromedia will inevitably become an important way for the college and university to recruit students, transform scientific research achievement comparative with the enterprise and manager and serve teacher and students. Micromedia model is conducive to improving the management efficiency and market competitiveness of college and university. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, I understand. Thank you very much for your answer. And my second question, it would be a little bit theoretic. So, what marketing theories have been used in university library research?
Okay, thank you, Professor. For the second question, the answer is applies the 4I principle of the network in integrated marketing, which are the first, the principle of interesting methods, the second, the principle of the interest is indeed. The third is the principle of interaction. The first is the principle of an individual. The application of the 4I in the libraries will have an important impact on the knowledge survey. The knowledge survey service taking the network as the main battlefield of the marketing is affected by the 4I principle and the person's now characteristics in the micromedia environment. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, thank you very much. I am fully satisfied of the answers.
Thank you. Continue. Valeria Щербак, your question, please.
Thank you very much for this opportunity to participation in this discussion. I also have two questions, and all of them according innovations, because innovation is very important in our life. And first question is, how do you understand the innovation of the university management system? What innovations do you offer? Please answer.
Thank you, Professor. My answer is first question. The answer is the reform of the higher education system of many. First, on the two main lines. The first is the micro-level reform, which is the adjustment of the higher education system and the education structure. The second is the macro-level reform, meaning the reform of the management system of the college and the university, such as streamlining of organization, charging, and mechanism. The research aimed to the system actively studied reform of the internal management system of Chinese universities under the background of the marketing, networking, and globalization, especially the innovation of the internal management model of higher universities by the comprehensively applying multidisciplinary knowledge such as economic management and pedagogy. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much for your answer. The next question is, in your opinion, human resources management, innovation in universities, what are the institutions of your research on your construction of evaluation index system of scientific research activities based on the Delphi method? Please answer.
Thank you, Professor. My second question answer is the shortcoming of this study is that there are many items in the elevation index system constructed. The scoring is completed and the assignment of the individual indicators is unreasonable, which effort the weight coefficient and the comprehensive score result to a certain extent. An evaluation system needs to be verified by more examples and future optimized and improved so as to reflect the real situation of the evaluated object more comprehensively and objectively, and provide data support for the construction of university teacher talent echelon and the discipline development. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much.
So, continue. Olga Grigarash, your question, please.
Good morning, dear colleagues. Good morning, Fu ЯНЬЦЗЮНь. Thank you very much for your presentation. And I have two questions as my colleagues do. And the first one is going to be about the theory of competitive advantage. And the question is, in what aspects does the university management play an important role in the organization of competition as a component of innovative development?
Okay, thank you, Professor. My first question answer is management played an important role in organization competitions in the last three ways. The first, the choice and the determination of development strategy. The second is the organized resource is rationally around the development stage, so that the resources are concentrated in the advantageous in industries and strategic and pro-outies. Third, we will provide support and guarantee for the competitive industries. As for the college and the university, the competition among the college is a competition between the superior discipline and the superior majors. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much. And the rest question is about risks. Could you please explain what risks did you take into account when building an innovative credit risk management institutions? Please explain.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Second question answer is the risk management evaluation system constructed in this study includes the 5 levels: management environment, risk assessment, management activities, information and communication, and the internal perspective. Take this 5 levels as the main director and then set different detailed indirector under each main level to form a risk assessment management system. The weight will is scored by the expert group, and the cumulative average is completed. defining the importance of different indicators calculated and the judgment matrix is established. Finally, the weight view of the first and second indicators is calculated. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you very much.
Continue. Professor Maria Diha, your question, please.
Thank you. Thank you for presentation, Fu YANЬCZЮNь. I have two questions. My first question is that is your opinion on the possibility of universities in China to establish college of artificial intelligence?
Thank you, Professor. The first question answer is 3 or 4 ways the college and the university can set up an AI school. The first, charge the name of the existing school. The second, confounded with the policies. The third is establish an independent artificial intelligence college, such as Nanjing University. The first, completed with other situations such as a school or computer science, scientific and the technology and the institute of the artificial intelligence. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, thank you. My second question is this. In your slides, there are difference in government investment, in higher education regional performance. Explain, please, the specific of the selected indicators and their meaning. Please explain.
Thank you, Professor. Okay. The second question, the answer is based on the panel data of the 29 provinces in China from the 28 to 2020. This paper contains qualitative analysis. The special indicators selected and explanatory variables and their means are as shown. First, per capita GDP reflects the degree of regional development. Second, the proportion of employees with a college degree or above (PEC) shows the level of the local workforce. Third, the degree of the urbanization (UL) reflects the degree of regional economic development. Fourth, the teacher-student ratio (TSD) of the higher education situation reflects the level of regional teachers' election. First, the proportion of government fiscal expenditure to regional GDP (PE), with the response of the government financial resource. China's published higher education manual on government financial support. So, government financial resource has a special impact on GFHE. 6. The proportion of tertiary industry output will to GDP is in each province reflects the level industry development in the region. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you for answer. I am satisfied.
Thank you, dear colleagues. Now in Suma region, we have air alarms, and I want to ask who now is working and situated in Suma region. Are you in safety place? Could we continue?
Okay.
We continue. Okay, thank you. And my question, I want to say, first of all, thank you for deep research and interesting presentation. And first question for Fu Yanьцзюнь, what research methods did you use in your research?
Thank you, Professor. The first question, the answer is the research method. One is pay attention to normative research, combining normative research with empirical research. First of all, with the help of economic management, pedagogy, law, and other disciplines use standardized research methods. The internal management reform of colleges and universities is theoretically analyzed, and the theoretical research framework is built. The second is based on the logical analysis, combining logical analysis with history analysis. Third is based on the comprehensive analysis combined with the medical research to graph the whole problem from the whole. Comprehensive analysis. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. And one more. In your dynamic model of knowledge, service, marketing, promotion of university libraries from the perspective of micromedia, what dynamic elements are included according to the dynamic model? Why use them as dynamic elements?
Thank you, Professor. The second question answer is the successful knowledge service macromedia marketing in university libraries depends on the 5 dynamic factors: user experience, media technology, resource receive, server count, collaboration, and publicity. These 5 dynamic factors affect the generation and summary of the micromedia marketing and the promotion stage of the knowledge service in the university library. The selection of the comfort, communication, popularity, and scientification as the evaluation factors of knowledge survey. Marketing effort can get the analysis of current situation of double first class, micromedia marketing, and the promotion of knowledge survey in university libraries. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
I'm satisfied. Thank you. No more questions. So continue, and now Fu Yanьцзюнь, you have some minute rest because now I need to read an official documents in Ukrainian language. Let me acquaint those present with the conclusion about the scientific novelty, theoretical and practical significance of the thesis result. Тому дозвольте члени спеціалізованої ради, вченої ради, ознайомити вас з висновком про наукову новизну, теоретичне та практичне назначення результатів. Щодо на дисертацію Фу Яньцзюнь і на тему управління інноваційними процесами у закладах вищої освіти. Щодо актуальності теми роботи, то управління інноваційними процесами у закладах вищої освіти є надзвичайно актуальним у сучасному світі з огляду на швидкий темп технологічного розвитку, зміни вимог ринку праці та зростання конкуренції між університетами. Щодо інноваційної діяльності у закладах освіти, то вона ґрунтується на філософському вченні про єдність і боротьбу протилежностей. З одного боку, налагоджене освітнє середовище, забезпечене якісними матеріально-технічними обладнаннями і кваліфікованими кадрами, опирається нововведенням, що порушують його стабільність і завжди дають очікувані результати. Зв'язку роботи з наукової тематики, то робота виконана відповідно до науково-дослідної роботи, саме розвиток управління в контексті міжнародних інтеграційних процесів, а також формування механізму управління інноваційним розвитком закладів вищої освіти. Щодо наукової новизни, теоретичного значення роботи, то характеризується вона такою новизною, а саме, перше запропоноване інноваційне застосування теорії маркетингу, що базується на принципі інтернет-маркетингу, до вивчення університетської бібліотечної служби знань шляхом створення мікромедійної платформи, яка має на меті забезпечити основу для розробки бібліотекою маркетингового плану службу знань. Також удосконалена система управління інноваційними процесами у закладах вищої освіти на основі використання штучного інтелекту шляхом зміни базової теорії штучного інтелекту, зосередження на дослідженні теорії, методів, інструментів і систем, пов'язаних з штучним інтелектом. Також удосконалена система регулювання адміністрації у закладах вищої освіти, що має пройти два етапи – адміністративне управління, яке тягне за собою підвищення адміністративної ефективності та успішності і зосереджується на 4 аспектах: дотримання правил, спеціалізації, безособове управління та ієрархічний контроль. Також удосконалена система управління кредитними ризиками приватних закладів вищої освіти шляхом визнання цільового характеру, використання кредитних коштів і квазісуспільності освітніх послуг. Набули подальшого розвитку теоретичні засади побудови ефективної системи управління інноваційними процесами в закладах вищої освіти, також обґрунтування підходів до державної підтримки управління інноваційними процесами в закладах вищої освіти, що базуються на стратегії будівництва університетів світового класу у Китаї і, на відміну від існуючих підходів, нівелює дисбаланс регіонального економічного розвитку та стимулює створювати ефективний механізм управління використанням державних інвестиційних коштів. Також доцільно зазначити, що дисертаційна робота є самостійною науковою працею та містить отримані автором нові результати у галузі управління та адміністрування, які в сукупності вирішують важливі наукові завдання щодо досконалення управління інноваційними процесами в закладах вищої освіти. Також був здійснений аналіз звіту перевірки на плагіат, на наявність текстових запозичень. З допомогою програми «Страйк плагіалізм» рецензенти дійшли висновку, що робота дисертаційна Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНЬ є результатом самостійних досліджень здобувача і не містить елементів плагіату. Використані ідеї – це результати лише, вони мають посилання на відповідні джерела. Щодо кількості наукових публікацій, то в результаті опубліковано у 12 наукових працях, 2 статті у фахових наукових виданнях, 2 статті опубліковано в міжнародних наукометричних баз даних Scopus і 8 – це публікація апробаційного характеру. І доцільно зачитати висновок, що дисертаційна робота Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНЬ «Управління інноваційними процесами у закладах вищої освіти», англійською мовою «Management of Innovative Process of Higher Educational Institutions», яка подана до захисту спеціалізовану вчену раду на здобуття ступеня доктора філософії з галузі знань 07 управління та адміністрування за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент за своєю актуальністю, науково-теоретичним рівнем, основними результатами обґрунтованості, основними положеннями і результатами, опублікованими у фахових виданнях, новизна, постановка та практичним значенням відповідає вимогам наказу МОН України номер 40 від 12 січня 2017 року про затвердження вимог до оформлення дисертації та постанові Кабінету міністрів України від 12 січня 2022 року номер 44 про затвердження порядку присудження ступеня доктора філософії та скасування рішення разової спеціалізованої вченої ради закладу вищої освіти наукової установи про присудження ступеня доктора філософії зі змінами, внесеними згідно з постановою Кабінету міністрів номер 341 від 21.03.2022 року, зміст дисертації відповідає паспорту спеціальності. Тому ми розпочинаємо обговорення дисертаційної роботи Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНь. Dear colleagues, we begin to discuss the dissertation work by Фу ЯНьЦЗЮнь on management of innovative process in higher educational institution. I invite official review to speak Ksenia Blumska-Danько, Sumy National Agrarian University. You are welcome.
Thank you, Natalia. First of all, I want to add that if you want to see all my review, you can see it on the website. But I want to tell some main important points of my review. So the modern world is changing and evolving, buzzing with the rich volume of information that has short-lived relevance. In such informational conditions, the contemporary individual must adapt to a corresponding rhythm, quickly process, qualified analysis, and critically evaluate of the present. The demands of modernity detract their own rules, filling reality with innovation that provide broad opportunities in utilizing global resources. Life has become perpetually easier due to innovative possibilities, but paradoxically more complex due to constant adaptation of the rapid pace of development. People live in condition of constant change, and the demand plays of them as individuals acquire new qualities. Innovativeness as an important component of the future society. The quality of education is always a priority for any state. A modern society which has a creed or an informational digital character requires competent specialists who easily master information and communicational technologies, apply them in their practical activities, are flexible to change and innovation implementation, capable to skipping and creating parts of the personal and environmental development, which is filled with constantly increasing volume of information and updates. The implementation of innovative technologies in the educational environment is one of the main phases of the development of higher education institutes and the acquisition of innovative competence, without which the educational space will not be as highly effective and competitive. The manager of an educational institution and their approaches and management styles play a direct role. Therefore, an issue quality management of innovative processes it is important and identify organizational and economic conditions that affect the state of management of innovation processes. The above determined the relevance and practical significance of Fu Yanzun dissertation, Management of Innovation Processing in Higher Education Institutions. In general, while positively assessing the scientific and particular significance of the research, the dissertation has certain shortcomings and datable points. First of them, the author devotes considerable attention of the theoretical foundations of constructing an effective management system for innovative processes in higher education institutions, based on fundamental management theoretics and envisagles their disintegrating impact on the page 49. It would be patient to analyze them from their perspective of innovation, international experience, and the feasibility of implementation. Second one, the section 2.1 of the dissertation, the author examines the peculiarities of state financial support for the development and management of innovation activities in higher education institutions, considering regional specifics. For instance, on page 80, classifications of Chinese province according to the type of state financial support are provided effective with average effectiveness and high effective. Questions arise regarding the criteria for such divisions. Moreover, the dissertation would benefit significantly if this issue were considered of dynamics from 2012 to 2020. Third, the author's research of the effectiveness of teaching and resource provision of certain disciplines of in higher education institutes is interesting. So on page 96-101, the disciplines are grouped into 20 categories, G1, G20. However, neither from the text of the dissertation in the appeals providence in the clear which disciplines are included in each group. This issue requires detailed discussion. Fourth, we unquestionably agree with the author's viewpoint regarding the adoption of artificial intelligence as a driver for implementing effective management of innovative process in higher education institutions. Section 3.1. The necessity to alter the fundamental theory of artificial intelligence are unknown. Focusing on the exploration for theories, messages, tools, and system authorities with artificial intelligence. However, the concerning of higher education institution on top-tier talents and high-level analytical centers, as well as a reinforcement of international academic exchange and cooperation, requires further detailed analysis and justification. Fifth, Section 3.2 of the dissertation is dedicated to the development of the risk management system as a component of credit risk management in higher education institutions, with emphasis placed on private higher education institutions. Page 136-138. It would be worthwhile to explore the possibilities of using elements of the proposed risk management model for state higher educational institutes as well. However, these remarks only serve to further illustrate the complexity and multi-faced nature of the problem addressed in the dissertation and do not significantly impact its scientific and practical significance. The dissertation work of Fu Yanzun of the topic Management of Innovative Process in Higher Education Institution, which was submitted for defense on the Specialized Academic Council for obtaining the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the field of knowledge 07 Management and Administration, speciality 073 Management according of its relevance, scientific theoretical level, main results of justification, main provisions and results published in professional publication, novelty of the production and practical significance. It meets the requirement of the order of the Ministry of Education and Science of Ukraine number 40 from 12 January 2017 on approval of requirements of the preparation of a dissertation and resolution of the Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine date from 12th of January 2022 number 44 on approval of the procedure for awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and the cancellation of the decision of the one-time Specialized Academic Council of a Higher Education Scientific Institution of awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, which changed introduced in accordance with resolution of the Cabinet of Ministers number 341, 21st of March 2022. The content of the dissertation corresponds to the passport of the specialty. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Fu Yanzun, you are given the opportunity to respond to comments that have been posted in review reviews. You are welcome. Switch on microphone, please. Fu Yanzun, switch on microphone, please.
Okay. Thank you, Professor. Dear Professor, thank you for your detailed introduction to the dissertation work. I agree with all your discussion points. At the same time, I would like to explain that due to the lack of the systematic collection of international experience and implementation, materials and the limited space, there is no deep study. I will refer to your suggestion and pay attention to the dynamic research in the study of the efficiency of national financial support to universities. I define the subject classification catalogically in the subject research. Research in my research on AI, I first on the future in-depth analysis and demonstration in terms of international academic exchanges and comparison. That's all. Thank you.
Ksenia, are you satisfied with the answer?
Thank you for your answer. The debatable reason of your dissertation shows us that the topic is mainly important for our scientific work. Thank you very much. I am fully satisfied.
Thank you, Professor.
So continue. I invite an official review, Valeria Щербака, Summa National Agrarian University. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. I want to thank you for your opportunity to take part in the discussion of your dissertation. And as an expert, I provided my feedback on a timely manner, and it was posted on the university website. Therefore, I want to focus only on the main points. In today's rapidly changing world, embracing innovation is critical for education institutions to stay competitive and improve their operations. Fу ЯНЬЦЗЮНЬ dissertation on managing innovative processes in higher education is timely and addresses both theoretical and practical aspects of this essential need. The most important research results that reveal the content of the dissertation characterize its scientific novelty and are presented to defense include the following. First, obtained an innovative application of marketing theory based on 41 principle of internet marketing to the study of the university library knowledge service was proposed to creating a micromedia platform. But also it has remarks and wishes regarding the content. The first remark is, while the discussion scientific concepts of managing innovative processes in higher education institutions, the author emphasizes the necessity of creating a democratic management system based on democratic participation, discussion making, management and supervision of personnel, as well as improving staff assessment and reinvention. Section 2.1. The dissertation would benefit significantly from the more detailed analysis of managing innovative processes in leading educational institutions of the world, rather than solely focusing on the educational institution in China. The second one remark is, in section number 2.1 of the dissertation, the author focuses on issues to state financial support for innovative development of the higher educational institution in China. Positive dynamic in effectiveness of state financial from 28 to 2020 are provided on pages 81 and detailing analysis of the assessment methodologically and factors or determine the high efficiency to state financial support for the innovative development of higher education institution in China is important. The third remark is the author provides for the necessity of implementing a dynamic model of market and promotion of knowledge services in libraries in higher education institutions based on micromedia platforms. Page number 106. While supporting the development of library services in higher education institution, it would be advisable to analyze the impact of university libraries on the effectiveness of training specialized in educational institutions and the place of library services in the overall management system of higher education institutions. The fourth remark is the author assisted the risk of using of credit funds by higher education institution in China and developed a corresponding risk management system, section number 3.2. This system based on the first and second order indexes as mentioned on page 141 requires for detailed justification. The fifth remark is the dissertation author's investigation into establishing an evaluation system for specific research work of teachers based on the Delphi method is practically interesting from a practical standpoint. The author notes that the panel of 32 experts was selected, which after 3 rounds of survey narrowed down 6 first-level indicators and 22nd level indicators, pages number 154 and to 158. However, the author does not describe how the weighting coefficients to each of the first-level indicators ranging from 0.02 to 0.45 were determined. Additionally, it would be beneficial to provide examples of the implementation of proposed indicator system. These remarks do not alter the overall positive impression of the dissertation, its quality, and research conducting generally do not demand in specific practical significance and the value of the theoretical results and practical conclusions obtained. Correspondence of dissertation to the specialty and profile of the council. Fu YANьЦЗЮНь dissertation on the topic management of innovative processes in higher education institution, which was submitted to defense to specialized academic council for obtaining the Doctor of Philosophy in the field of knowledge 07 management and administration, specialty 073 management, according to its relevance, scientific theoretical level, main results of the justification, main provisions and practical publication in professional publications, Notably, the production and practical significance, it meted the requirements of the order of the Minister of Education and Science of Ukraine, number 40, from 2017, on approval the requirements for the preparation of dissertation, and resolution of the Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine dating from 12/1/2022, number 44, on approval of the procedure of awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and cancellation of the discussion on a one-time specialized academic council of a higher education institution, scientific institution on awarding the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, which changes introduced in accordance with resolution of Cabinet of Ministers number 341, 21 March 2022. The content of dissertation corresponding to the passport of specialty. Therefore, the dissertation can be recommended to consideration at the meeting of the one-time specialized academic council, and its author, Fu Yanzhun, can be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the specialty 073 Management. Thank you very much. Please answer.
Thank you, Professor Valeria. Fu Yanzhu, you are given the opportunity to respond to comments that have been posted in reviews. You are welcome.
Thank you, Professor. Dear Professor, thank you for your conclusion and suggestion. I agree with you all your discussion points. I would like to briefly explain the questions you raised. First of all, I have collected some studies on the university management innovation around the world, but the systematic interest in the insufficient. So I was not elaborate in this paper. I hope you can understand. Next, I will conduct an in-depth study on the process of university management environment in the world. Secondly, due to the limited space, the research on the library is not comprehensive. Next, I will future study the role of university library in training of university talents, as well as the positioning and role in the university management system. Third, the characteristic of colleges and universities will be discussed more deeply. Firstly, I will clarify the process of determining and comprehending which coefficient in the following research. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you satisfied with the answer?
Yes, thank you very much.
So we continue. I invite an official opponent to speak, PhD Olga Grigarash, Department of Finance, Banking and Insurance, University of Customs and Finance. You are welcome.
Dear colleagues, I would like to thank you once more for for this opportunity to take part in this meeting. And I have to notice that in modern conditions, the management of higher education institutions is the main systematic factor of innovative changes in educational institutions. Therefore, the orientation of higher education institution management in general and management systems of pedagogical innovations in particular determines both the development of individual education institutions and the quality of higher education as a whole. The practice of managing innovation activity shows that even in highest results under certain conditions, is not an indicator of the effectiveness. In this regard, consistently, predictability and systematicity are main indicators of change quality. Therefore, these reasons determine the relevance and timelines of Fу YANьЦЗЮНь dissertation, management of innovative process in higher education institutions. And assessing the generally high level of the development of theoretical, methodological, and methodical provisions, practical recommendations, the validity of scientific conclusions and proposals, attention will be paid to certain shortcomings and discussion points presented in this dissertation. And if you don't mind, I will read them. I have some of them. The first one is considering the issues of modern theories and theories of managing innovative processes in higher education institutions. In chapter 1.3 of the dissertation, the author proposes hierarchical logical model of managing higher education institutions, page 61. It needs to be more detailed justification of why exactly the proposed factors are able to improve the efficiency of management system in higher education institutions. The second one, considering the issue of state financial support for the development and management of innovative activities of higher education institutions, take into account regional peculiarities, the author proposes 4 hypotheses, H1, H4, on pages 74-75. Further detailed justification is required to explain the selection of these hypotheses and how regional peculiarities of state financial support for higher education institutions are taken into account in them. The third one, the suggestions of dissertation regarding the innovative development of library affairs of higher education institutions deserves attention. For instance, in chapter 2.3, the author proposes to base it on the 4I marketing principles, page 104, and utilize micromedia platforms. It is quite logical to raise questions regarding the effectiveness and financial provisions of implementing these platforms as part of the development strategy for university libraries. Fourth, supporting the ideas of introducing the artificial intelligence into the management of innovative process in Chinese higher education institutions, as outlined in chapter 3.1 of the dissertation, pages 117-136, it is deemed appropriate to also address potential risks associated with both the direct implementation of artificial intelligence and consequences of this process. Fifth, alternative sources of funding for Chinese higher education institutions are proposed by the author, emphasizing that education institutions are classified as high-risk organization on pages 149, 152. Therefore, a more detailed justification is needed for implementation of the proposed risk management system, which includes 5 levels: management environment, risk assessment, management activities, information and communication, and internal development, which will include, which will reduce the level of credit risk of higher education institutions in China. Dear colleagues, these comments and suggestions, these remarks and suggestions do not reduce the overall assessment of the this research under consideration, and may be used as just recommendations for further research in this important direction. Dissertation of Fu YANZHUN on the topic management of innovative process in higher education institutions. According to its relevance, scientific theoretical level, main provisions and results meets the requirements of the Order of Ministry of Education and Science of Ukraine number 40, dated from 12th January 2017, on approval of requirements for preparation of a dissertation, and the resolution of the Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine, dated from 12th January 2022, number 44, on approval of procedure for awarding the degree of doctoral of philosophy, and the cancellation of decisions of the one-time specialized academic council of the higher education scientific institution on awarding the degree of doctor of philosophy. The content of the dissertation corresponds to the passport of the major 073 management. Could you please answer?
Thank you, Uyghur. Fu Yanzi, you are given the opportunity to respond to comments that have been posted and review. You are welcome.
Dear Professor, thank you for your comment and suggestion. I agree with all your discussion points, but I would like to explain that because the research on artificial intelligence discipline focuses on the discipline construction. The research on the potential risk is not deep enough. Next, I will further elaborate the effectiveness of the elements of the university management innovation in the study of the efficiency of state financial support to university of the relativity of the hypothesis put forward is demonstrated. The relative potential risk and analysis in the AI discipline research. Future improve the risk management system or provide college loan in study. That's all. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Are you satisfied with the answer?
I am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we continue. I invite an official opponent to speak, Maria Dycha, Doctor of Economic Science, Professor of Department of Economics, Analytics, Modeling and Information Technology in Business, Khmelnytsky National University. You are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to provide feedback response. Dear colleagues, I review the dissertation. I provided feedback of the dissertation on time. Therefore, I will delve on the main aspects on the review response. And I will note the remarks, the debatable provision. So, regarding relevance, the development in innovative technologies become the basis for large-scale educational reforms, transforming education into a private sector of the economy. The introduction on you always carries an element of risk. However, in your opinion, the resolution in innovative activities and even great risk. Ago, Ukraine and China should provide accelerated, proactive, innovative development on the educational process. The arguments testify on the relevance of the dissertation. Fu YANCZYUNь on the topic management of innovation processes in higher education institutions. Also, the relevance on the topic on the dissertation is confirmed by the connecting with research works, programs, plans of the Sumen National Agrarian University. And new, I will dwell on the remarks and wishes on the connect dissertation. First remark, chapter 1.1 and 1.2 of the dissertation both benefit significantly from inclusion of corresponding graphical and tabular material to advance information perception. Also, in chapter 1.3, in both be advisable to explore the theory of innovative management of university, page 49, especially those concerning social orientation. Second remarks, when considering the issue of state financial support for the development of higher education institutions in China and testing hypothesis H1 to 4, the researcher Fu YANьЦЗЮНЬ relies on relative indicators of efficiency. Tables 2.1 to 2.4, pages 79 to 83. It would also be appropriate to provide absolute indicators which were the basis of the research. Next remark. In chapter 2.2, pages 96 to 98, the research sample needs to be clarified. What specific universities did the author select for research? How your grouping of disciplines was carried out? Next remark, it is 4. The researcher Fu YANьЦЗЮНЬ emphasizes on the need to strongly support the development of private educational institutions in China to mobilize possible resources to invest in the higher education industry. But the researcher Fu YANьЦЗЮНь agrees that lending higher education institutions indifferent from financing the real sector of the economy. This is chapter 2.3. Such differences need further research and the implementation of appropriate risk management system. Next remark, it is 5. The author processes a methodology for evaluating the effectiveness of the teaching staff of higher education institutions in China. Interesting to test is methodology in higher education institutions in China in practice. This is chapter 3.3. However, these comments do not change the overall positive impression on the dissertation. General conclusion. Fu YANьCЗЮNь's dissertation work on the topic management of innovative processes in higher education institutions meet the profile of the specialized academic council. The concept of the dissertation corresponds to the passport of speciality 073. The dissertation is relevant. The result of dissertation work contains scientific provisions that have theoretical and practical significance. The dissertation work is meet the requirements of the Ministry of Education and Science of Ukraine 40 from 12 January 2017 and resolution on Cabinet Ministers of Ukraine dated from 12 January 2022 44 which changes according with resolution of the Cabinet Minister of Ukraine 341 21st March 2022. Thanks. That was my conclusion.
Thank you, dear colleagues. The same questions, the same in Sumy region. Again, alarms. I ask you, are you a safety place? Can we continue? Yes, we are continue.
Okay, yes, I can.
Fu Yanzi, you are given the opportunity to respond to comments that have been posted in review. You are welcome.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Professor. Dear Professor, thank you for your introduction to the dissertation work. I agree with all your discussion points, but let me make an explanation. First of all, the selection of university management innovation theory may not be the comprehensive due to the limitations of research. Secondly, it is feasible to choose absolute indicators in the research support by the financial support. But I need to collect more the real-time and the detailed data to support it, which is certain difficult for the current research. Next, in the study of subject performance, I made clear the sampling criteria and subject grouping criteria are more extensive. Extensive investigation is carried out the basic research of private college loans. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Professor Maria, are you satisfied with the answer?
Thank you. I am satisfied.
So continue.
Thank you, Professor.
Continue according to the rule of the work of the Specialized Academic Council. We proceed to the discussion of the thesis Fu YANCZЮNь. I enforce that all present members of Academic Council have the right to take part in discussion. Therefore, I ask those who want to speak out about this work. Professor Ksenia Blumska-Danько, would you like to be first?
Of course. Thank you for this opportunity. I need to add that Fu YANCZЮNь did a great job, as we see. And I saw that he is hardworking and inquisitive, and the most important thing that he able to make independent decision in his research, and the main topic of this research is very important for both of the countries, Ukraine and China. And I saw that a lot of professional publication were, and 2 of them were published in scientific specialty publication included in the Scopus. So I think it's really great results for this. It's also all the time, it's really fascinating to explore different experience in different countries. And that is why, as for me, for example, it was very interesting and exciting to read your research, to understand what you are talking about. And as I already said before, that there are a lot of debatable positions which I want to discuss more, but maybe after your defense. So that is why I need to say that the results of the research are socially necessary for our environment, and I give a positive feedback for your research and supporting you in your research also. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Valeria Щербак. Your opinion?
All my mind in I had said I was very impressed for this very good job. This innovation which our Fu Yanjin in your dissertation shows us, but I think I can add some words about this. This research explores the management of innovative processes in higher education institution, highlighting its specific scientific importance in development practice methodological for improvement. It showcased applied solution and methodological principle implemented in Sumy National Agrarian University in changing the management of innovation. This study spans theoretical foundations, current management practices, and future innovation trends, including artificial intelligence and risk management in the educational setting. And thank you very much for your very good job.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Continue. Olga Grigarash, please, your opinion.
Dear colleagues, let me add some good words about this great PhD thesis. I also was impressed of the number of publications made by this PhD student, and I was impressed for the level of scientific level of this job. The presented dissertation research is, I would like to underline that it is logical, structured, and complete scientific work. And the scientific and applied tasks in this PhD thesis are solved. So I would like to just to wish you new scientific highlights and good luck.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you. Maria Dicha, your opinion, please.
Thank you. My addition to the review, the level of the presented dissertation work, report, answer to question, Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНь, insight that the research deserves to be awarded the degree of Doctor Philosophy. The work is good.
Thank you. And my opinion, I want to say thank you to scientific supervisor Professor Mikhail Kiyenko to invite me as the head of the council as a constant head. I also wanted to say a few sentences in support of the topic of scientific research. I write the main points, the relevant of the topic is beyond doubt, logical structure, novelty, practical recommendation. I was interested in the national novelty of main concept of the educational innovation, which is based on ensuring the innovation orientation of the educational system through the larger scale computerization and activation of scientific, technical, and innovative activities in higher education. But it's for me, foreign experience has not been studied. I hope Fu YANCZЮНЬ will not stop, and I support the dissertation work, and I vote positive to defend the Doctor of Philosophy for you. And does anyone to speak? But we forgot about our scientific supervisor, Professor Mikhail Yienko. What he's thinking about it? You're welcome.
Thank you, Professor.
Thanks, Natalia Valerievna. First of all, I would like to say thanks for my dear colleagues for support my PhD students. Also, I would like to say some words about PhD student and about his scientific research. The graduate student completed the educational and scientific program in full from 2018 and completed the writing of a dissertation on a specified topic. The topic is of critical importance for ensuring the quality of education, competitiveness of universities, and compliance with requirements of modern society. Fu YANCZЮNЬ dissertation work consists in improving the theoretical and methodological foundation and development practical recommendations for improving the management of innovation process in higher education institution. The provisions of scientific novelty submitted for defense and the main results of research with sufficient are published in the 12 articles. The requirements regarding the necessary number of publications have been met. The above allows us to conclude what Fu YANCZЮNь of dissertation work, management of innovating process in higher education institution, deserve to be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in specialty 073 management. Thank you very much, dear colleagues.
Thank you, scientific tutor, Professor Гієнко. I suggest ending the discussion. Тому переходимо, що нами попередньо було розроблено проєкт рішення спеціалізованої вченої ради, і дозвольте його зачитати. Спеціалізована вчена рада Сумського національного аграрного університету Міністерства освіти і науки України, місто Суми, прийняла рішення про присудження ступеня доктора філософії з галузі знань 07 управління та адміністрування на підставі прилюдного захисту дисертації, управління інноваційними процесами у закладах вищої освіти за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент, Фу ЯНЦЗЮНЬ 1985 року народження, громадянин Китайської Народної Республіки, освіта вища, закінчив у 2013 році Шеньянський педагогічний університет Китайської Народної Республіки за спеціальністю філософія науки і технології. У 2018 році вступив до аспірантури Сумського національного аграрного університету Міністерства освіти і науки України, міста Суми за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент. Дисертацію виконано в Сумському національному аграрному університеті, науковий керівник Гієнко Михайло Миколайович, кандидат економічних наук, професор, завідувач кафедри фінансів, банківської справи та страхування Сумського національного аграрного університету. Здобувач має 12 наукових публікацій за темою дисертації, з них 2 статті у виданнях, включених до переліку наукових фахових видань України, 2 статті опубліковано в наукових періодичних виданнях, які включені до науково-метричної бази даних Scopus, 8 публікацій апробаційного характеру. Переходимо до процедури відкритого голосування. Прошу членів спеціалізованої вченої ради проголосувати і озвучити рішення щодо присудження Фу ЯНЦЗЮНь ступеня доктора з філософії зі спеціальності 073 менеджмент. Я, Стоянець Наталія, голосую за присудження ступеня доктора філософії Фу ЯНЦЗЮНь зі спеціальності 073 менеджмент. Будь ласка, Ксенія Валерівна.
Я, Блюмська Данько Ксенія Валеріївна, голосую за присудження Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНь ступеня доктора філософії зі спеціальності 073 менеджмент.
Дякую. Валерія Геннадівна.
Я, Щербак Валерія, голосую за присудження Фу ЯНЬЦЗЮНь, доктора філософії, за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент.
Дякую. Ольга Вікторівна Григораш.
Я, Григораш Ольга Вікторівна, голосую за присудження Фу ЯНьцзюнь ступеня доктора філософії із спеціальністю 073 менеджмент.
Дякую. Диха Марія Васильівна.
Я, Марія Диха, голосую за присудження наукового ступеня доктора філософії Фу ЯНьЦЗЮНь за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент.
Дякую. 5 голосів за, проти немає. На підставі результатів відкритого голосування спеціалізована вчена рада присуджує Фу ЯНьЦЗЮнь ступінь доктора філософії з галузі знань 07, управління та адміністрування за спеціальністю 073 менеджмент. Чи є зауваження щодо рішення спеціалізованої вченої ради? Немає, дякую. І дозвольте привітати Фу ЯНьЦЗЮнь з успішним захистом дисертації. Let me congratulate on successful defense. The Specialized Academic Council awarded you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Specialty 073 Management. Fu ЯНьЦЗЮнь, would you like say some words?
Okay. I say some words. First, thanks to the defense committee members in the room for your hard work. I'm really appreciate it. Looking back on the past 4 years of my PhD, I have gained and experienced a lot. I'm very grateful to my teacher for his guidance and help in my research and study, which is inseparable from his hard work. Secondly, I would like to thank my family, my wife, who has quality support me over the years and taken on the burdens, and I will share this good news with her for the first time. Thanks to my children, lovely, they are the greatest solace in the regulating my academic life. Lastly, I would like to thank my supervisor, who has put so much effort to me and has been my constant companion for many days and nights. Graduation of my PhD should be a new starting point for me, and I will continue to forge ahead in my future study and working career. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you,
That's
Fu
all.
ЯНьЦЗЮнь, for pleasant speech. At this point, the meeting of the Specialized Scientific Council are considered closed. Thank you all for work. На цьому засідання спеціалізованої вченої ради вважається закритим. Дякую всім за